This belief in myself is so strong that it's going to happen. I promise you, I promise you, I promise you. Not everybody is going to understand your journey. When is it going to be the time for you to really make that decision, to just let go? What is up, YouTube? We got a new series for you guys. I felt like there was more that needed to be said and more that needed to be talked about throughout my journey, throughout my ideas that are going on in my head, what I think about throughout the day. And we're going to be forming this into a series called Chris Talks, right? I'm not just talking about fitness. I'm also talking about life, mindset, and everything, right? But I want to get straight into it, straight to the point, right? I want to go over self-belief, right? Because self-belief is not something that everybody just has. A lot of people have it, but not everybody has it, right? And back in the days when I was little, right? I never had the biggest self-belief. I was pretty normal, right? But I was insecure about a lot of things. For example, right? In summer camp, I remember this exact one time, bro. I wore a sleeveless shirt, right? And it had like a hoodie on it. But I was insecure about my arms because it was so small. And I have a mole on the back of my arms, right? But that mole looked so much bigger than it does right now because my arms were so skinny, right? I was insecure about the skinny arms. And I was insecure about the mole on my arms, right? And it just ruined my self-belief in myself. I never really accomplished anything big, right? I was a regular skinny kid just going to school. And that self-belief didn't start to grow till, honestly, mostly this last year and this year, right? And I will say, like, it's going to be a journey, a long journey on your self-belief journey and getting to the person that you want to be in life. And you're going to have to go through a lot of ups and downs on this road. And it's something that I've been through I've been through so many ups and downs, and honestly, I can say it has been worth it, and I would not change anything that has came in through my life. Sorry guys, I'm trying to word this as I go. But honestly, I owe a lot of this self-belief to myself, right? Being able to push forward no matter what circumstances I'm faced with, right? Always pushing the limits, right? I had skinny arms, I had skinny legs. My calves, they're not up to par, right? They're not the best, right? I don't have good calf genetics, right? I've trained them viciously so many times, right? It's hard for them to grow. I have bad calf insertions, but hey, there's nothing you can do about it, but just keep pushing and keep trying to grow them, right? And there was this challenge that I did, right? I took pictures each and every single day, right? I literally worked calves every single day. Every single day back in like 8th or 7th grade. I just punched them every day, and I took a progress photo each and every day to see if they would grow. Ultimately, they didn't really end up growing because I was doing so much training on them, right? They didn't have any recovery, right? But it just goes to show the self-belief that I had in myself, right? I believed that I could change, right? I didn't want to stay the same. I didn't want to have skinny legs and not be able to wear shorts comfortably around public places without being judged by my skinny legs, right? And so I just kept training them. And right now, they still don't look the best. I don't have the best insertions, but I am proud of myself for even pushing through that, for even trying to make a change, right? You have to think in your life, man, like, when is it going to be the time for you to change? When is it going to be the time for you to really make that decision, to just let go and take control of your life, right? Because you don't have as much time as you think you nearly do on this world, right? There is a limited amount of time that God has put on this earth, and God knows how much time you have left on this earth, but you do not know how much time you have left on this earth. That's why literally every second counts, right? So if you're not in the best shape that you're in right now, you're skinny or you're fat, right? I want to let you know, bro. Your time is limited. You don't want to die with regrets. I promise you, you don't want to die with regrets. And the path to success, the path to self-improvement, bro, it's a feeling that I can't explain, bro. Like, you feel great. And there's this one book that I'm reading. I'll put it up on the screen right now. I can't remember what it's called, right? It's about how a man has just a desire, a mission, right? The masculine mission, you're chasing the greatness, the freedom, right? And it's in every single one of us, no matter how hard you want to deny it, bro. You want that freedom. You want that body, right? You want to be able to be great. You want to be a king, a conqueror, right? I want to be a king. I want to lead a generation of men, right? But I can't do that without working on myself, right? I need to work on myself first in order to lead other people, which I'm ultimately doing right now with my client, right? I'm in the gym. He pushes me so much. I'm in the gym consistently because of him, right? I started optimizing my diet way better because of him, right? Because if I'm not setting the example, who am I to lead another person, right? So it just comes through self-improving through yourself, because you can't expect for anybody to follow you, for anybody to trust you. If you're not willing to trust yourself, if you're not willing to follow through with what you say, right? I'm getting better at this, right? When I say I'm going to do something, when I say I'm going to get off of TikTok at 3:40 and it's 3:35, I'm going to get off TikTok at 3:40, because it's building that trust. Like the little actions, they will compound so much, and then you'll have that full belief in yourself, because just doing things that you say constantly, right? You will trust yourself. You will have self-belief. You will have confidence in yourself, because you know if you set yourself to do one task, you're going to do it. You're going to execute it, right? And people will sense that. People will sense that you are executing, that you trust yourself. And that gives off a sense of, they can feel that energy, right? They will start to trust you with everything that they have. They will start to put their trust in you. They will start to believe in you, right? Something that has really made me change my perspective on life, right, is the challenges that I did. The 5,000 push-ups, the 21-mile run, the 500 pull-ups, right? And I wasn't going to share this, but I want to share everything with you guys. I want to be vulnerable, but right, during these challenges, right, my mom was always my mom was frustrated at me during these challenges. I understand the 21 miles when I had school the day after, right? And she was like, why are you doing this, right? Not everybody is going to understand your journey. Not everybody's going to understand what you set to do in life, like what you're leading yourself to do in life. Not everybody's going to understand you, right? And it's okay, bro, because as long as you believe in yourself, as long as you have that self-understanding, that if you set yourself to do a task, you're going to get it done. No matter how not optimal it is, no matter how crazy it is, no matter how many people can't do it, you do it because you told yourself you're going to do it, right? But that self-belief in myself, right, it's really been through proving myself time and time again, proving to myself that I am more capable than I think, proving to myself that I can run 21 miles untrained with no water. Literally, like, I drunk like 2-3 water bottles, untrained, right? I did 500 pull-ups literally like a week after, or on the same week, right? I did 5,000 push-ups. I believed I could do 5,000 push-ups, right? I believed I could do it, and that's why I did it, right? But the goals were so crazy, like, it kind of intimidated me. But I still believed in myself that I could do it, so I did it, right? And I'm just constantly proving to myself time and time again that I am who I say I am. And that's where that belief stems from, right? I'm going to bench 315. Right? It's going to happen. Whether it's a month after my birthday or whether it's before my birthday. I'm at 265 right now. I'm heading to 275. It's going to happen, right? I believe in myself, and that's why it's going to happen. I believe that I'm going to become a millionaire. I believe that I'm going to take this coaching business to the next level. I'm going to lead a whole generation of men. I believe that it is possible, right? And this belief in myself is so strong that it's going to happen. I promise you, I promise you, I promise you. You can look back to this first Chris Talk episode and you will see that everything that I said here will come true, right? But it won't come without discipline. It won't come without hard times. It won't come without ups and downs. It won't come without God, right? So on the journey, I've set up a routine for myself, right? I've set up a to-do list on things that I need to get done on a daily basis, right? Such as no Pornhub, right? Such as, right, training each and every single day. Unless it's Saturday or Sunday, which is a rest day for me based on my new split, right? Running a mile as soon as I wake up, right? Training for wrestling, doing combat training. I'm going to do MMA later down the line when I finish wrestling season, right? Getting 60 minutes of deep work to improve myself, to improve my intelligence, to improve everything. Reading books, right? Doing these things that will contribute to my success, and I will do them each and every single day, no matter what. I promise you, I will not fall off, bro. I will become a leader among men. I will become him. Honestly, kind of intimidates me a little bit, right? But if you're not dreaming big, bro, you're never going to achieve great things, bro. There should be no limit on how big you dream, right? Your mindset should be just disgustingly powerful, right? You need to have a strong, powerful mindset to get through this world, right? And that is definitely something I'm learning, right? And I'm keeping myself busy each and every single day, and I'm getting off of TikTok, right? TikTok is one of the, I'd say, probably the number one distractor in this world for men in society, especially me, right? When I'm not getting to my goals, when I'm not watching informational YouTube videos, when I'm not working out, right? I'd be scrolling on TikTok, right? And that would be getting in the way of what I need to do. Like, before I know it, an hour gone by. I said I would stop 30 minutes before, and then 2 hours gone by, right? TikTok is frying your dopamine receptors, right? It's frying everything that you have, right? It makes you an awkward person, right? When you don't want to have any social interactions because you're just laughing at you're laughing at all the TikToks that you see scrolling, and you're just getting the dopamine from that instead of getting positive dopamine from hanging out with your friends, instead of getting positive dopamine from talking to your family members, making connections, right? Living in the real world, getting dopamine from success and grinding constantly, right? And you need to limit your TikTok. And one of the things that I did to limit this, right, is I downloaded Opal, right? Download Opal, and I set an hour limit. I can only be on TikTok for an hour each and every single day, right? And I deleted it from my home screen. I didn't delete the app. I just removed it from my home screen, right? So I don't automatically just go ahead and, like, through muscle memory, open my phone and click on TikTok, right? If I open my phone and click where TikTok was, it's going to open some other app because it's deleted off my home screen, right? It's just breaking the barriers, right? One by one, breaking the habits, right? So that's my plan, and I'm going to execute this, and I hope you guys can stay along with me through this journey. But I just wanted to talk about, a little bit about self-belief, right? Because self-belief is something that you need to have. There's going to be people that are going to try and tear you down. There's going to be people that don't believe in what you believe in. There's going to be people that fight you for your beliefs, right? But you have to be strong enough. You have to be willing enough to die for your beliefs. You have to be willing enough to back up everything that you say, back up everything that you believe in, right? And prove it to yourself, and prove it to other people, and prove it to the world. Up this Chris Talk episode. This is episode 1. I'm going to be making a whole lot. I'm going to try and get 2 of these out a week, or once a week, as long as the board videos, right? Teaching about fitness, because I can't forget to teach you guys about fitness, you know what I'm saying? But this was the first episode. That wraps up. Thank you guys for watching. I just wanted to rant on about self-belief, and this is something that needed to be said. And I'll catch you guys in the next video.